Time to take our first look at sports. Carly Agro joining me for that. We talked a little bit about it off the top, Carly. These guys have been putting in a lot of effort to make their muscles much bigger than they are normally.
Yes, and now it's at that point where it really is crunch time and those tempers start to flare just a little bit. So I can imagine that people are maybe walking on eggshells around the gym, around these guys. Well, on May 28th, Border City bodybuilders will finally see their hard work, months of pumping iron, bulking up, and dieting pay off. With less than 2 weeks to go before SABBA steals a spotlight at the Vic-Juba Community Theater, it's now the little things that will make a big difference, no pun intended. Aaron Streck has more.
The second Saskatchewan Amateur Bodybuilding Association competition held in Lloydminster in the last 3 years is less than 2 weeks away.
Everybody's getting dialed in. We've got less than 2 weeks to go, so I mean they're just doing their final preps and everybody's going to look amazing. They'll do really good this year.
Honestly, can't wait for it to be over this time. Diet's worst diet I've had so far. I think it's just, it seems like it's drug on forever. We're all feeling the same way. It's 12 days out. We're all at the ready to get it over with.
Around 75 bodybuilders are expected to be flexing their stuff on stage May 28th. Hayward is down to the finishing touches.
Last minute preparations. Just got to finalize the trophies, get the programs done, make sure everybody's in place for the Vic-Juba, get all the volunteers ready to go, and just little details.
Paul's done a great job out there talking to people and getting the event ready and pumped, and I think it'll be a great show.
There are 5 hometown competitors taking part in the event. Bodybuilding is an individual sport, but they have made it a team effort.
We do it more as a group than we do as an individual basis here, so we'll be happy if all of us do well, not if just one does, right? So
Lloydminster's got a good group of guys and girls that are showcased in both provinces actually, so I'm glad the provincials are coming here so we can showcase more and hopefully get some more shows.
The last show hosted here in Lloydminster was sold out. All members involved this time around are hoping to show the rest of the province it's bigger and better.
I want the crowd to just be off the hook for the competitors from Lloyd, first of all. But I mean, everybody that's came from Regina and Yorkton and Moose Jaw and Weyburn and all these places that have no idea what Lloyd's like, just to kind of get our crowd to show them that we love this sport and that, you know, no matter where you're from, you did a good job. We want to show you that we appreciate you coming here.
Aaron Streck, Newcap Sports.
And if you are still interested in getting your hands on tickets, there are still some available. You can contact the Vic-Juba Community Theater box office. Well, a local gymnast from Explosion Gymnastics returned from provincial championships with some serious hardware. Last week, Newcap Sports brought you the story of Hannah Gisettis and Shaylin Brown. Well, this week, it's our pleasure to tell you that both girls added to their already impressive resumes. Hannah is the provincial champ on bars and vault in the P5 Open category, and Shaylin topped all competitors on vault, bars, and the beam. She just narrowly missed out on the floor with a second-place finish. Altogether, Explosion Gymnastics came home with 15 medals and 25 ribbons. Well, we've all heard the expression that there's no I in team. Well, track and field athletes would tell you there might not be an I in team, but there sure is a me. Unlike team sports, track and field competitors have the chance to compete against themselves. Over the next few days, runners, jumpers, and throwers will all have the chance to do that across our region. Today, the times, distances, and heights are all being calculated from the Lloydminster Junior Track and Field City Championships.
Runners were taking their marks.
Sit!
High jumpers were climbing, long jumpers were leaping. And shot putters were throwing. Junior students from 5 different schools in the area met at Holy Rosary High School to put their skills to the test.
Right now we have kids from all across the city and Onion Lake competing, trying to earn their spot to go on to next week.
Students that place in the top 3 of their event category will advance to the districts next week. From there, provincial and national meets will follow. But for most students, the chance to step outside a team sport is welcomed.
I like track because instead of like team sports, you get to see how you can do as an individual on your own.
For some of the kids, it gives them that opportunity to compete on an individual basis. Your volleyball, basketball, football sports, a lot of it is a team sport. You're relying on 11 or 12 others. Track, you're running the 100 meter by yourself. Shot put, you're throwing by yourself. There's no real team competition, so to speak, other than the relays. So you're out there representing your school, you're out there representing yourself and giving it your all.
Donovan May spends all winter playing hockey but appreciates the benefits of track and field.
I think it like makes me stronger, like in my legs and stuff, like even mentally.
Teachers like Wendy Oreo were impressed with the quality and quantity of competitors.
Yeah, this year we have in grade 8 and 9, I think it's 38 kids were out for the track team. So that's our biggest one that we've ever had. So hoping to build on that into the future for our high school kids. We're looking that it'll be strong for high school in the years to come here.
That is your first look at sports this evening.